As I was sitting silently this morning, both in the silent sitting this morning and now in this sitting again, the verse in the Bible where Jesus says, if you bring forth what is within you will save you. If you do not bring forth what is within you, what you do not bring forth will destroy you. Again, if you bring forward what is within you will save you. If you do not bring forward what is within you will destroy you. What is he speaking of? When he is asking, bring forward what is within you, what is he speaking of? He is inviting you to bring forward the divine presence that is inside you. He is inviting you to bring that forward. Bring that which is in the heart of all beings. Bring that out. Bring that forward. Rather than the personal self being at the forefront, bring the realm of divine being to the forefront and let that save you. And if we do not bring this divine being forward, if we cannot find this realm of beingness inside us, then the conditioned self, the conditioned mind, the conditioned patterns of behavior just make our life a misery. We must find that still point within. And this whole retreat, this whole time we have together, is to see if firstly you can find that. And then secondly, can you honor that? Can you bring that forward? Can that become the navigating force in your life? Can that central still point become the place from where you navigate your life? We begin to see that as we rest in silence, as we're truly still within ourselves, then it's like the moment the consciousness drops below a certain point, then all of the conditioning rushes back in. So here we are rising above. We are rising above. We're finding that place inside us which has not been affected by the conditioning. And we find it either through silence, through meditation, through inquiry, through surrender, or through prayer. We invoke that energy, the Christ energy within us. We invite it and bring it forward. the feeling I am. The presence I am. This is your greatest friend. This is your greatest ally. Its fruits are peace, love, and silence. It is grace. And it transforms who and what we are taking ourselves to be. So that when we say I, we are not just referring to the personal I, but now we are referring to divine presence. And sometimes our struggle and our challenges and our difficulties, they are what force us into surrender. They are what forces us to find the higher power within us. If you haven't surrendered to that power, then you cannot make progress. If you still believe that you can do it without that power, you are deluded. Every saint, every sage, every being who has made progress on the spiritual path, all of them has surrendered to God. Every one of them has given their lives to God. Every one of them saw that resistance, resisting what is, became too much of a heavy burden to carry. So they put that burden down before the being before God. They made themselves vulnerable, and they admitted that they needed help. They admitted that they couldn't do it without divine intervention. And in surrendering themselves to the being, the miracle of grace appeared within them. Here I'm extending the same invitation to you, for those of you who are open to hearing this. Somehow we have to break through the hard shell of ego. We have to break through all of those coping strategies and lay it all at the feet of God. This is truly the only thing that will help you. To believe we can do it without God is ludicrous. So again and again I point you to Divine Being. I invite you to rest as Divine Being. Time and time again I invite you to taste the nectar of being. Taste redemptive love. And if ever you fall short, if ever you feel you have come short, then immediately again forgive yourself. Just in that moment again, just come back to yourself. This is not about perfection. This is about sincerity. It's not about getting everything right. But it's having this love of truth inside yourself. and honouring that to the best of your ability. It is to recognize when the mind is speaking, to stop giving it energy, because the voice of the mind will tire you. It is to speak only from being. What would it be like if we only spoke from being? Maybe 95% of what we say would be removed immediately. But something in your energy would speak much more loudly than any words.